guys, so changing the brakes on this vehicle is very easy. You actually have two main bolts on this caliper. This bottom bolt here, which is a 12 millimeter. You actually counterclock release that bolt using your counterclockwise to go that direction, and then you release that bolt, and this caliper part goes up and it will release the brakes. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so we released that 12 millimeter bolt. This is what it looks like. It was down here, it was in there. So from there, this was closed. It was closed and I was able to lift it up. Now I have access to the brakes and the caliper right here also. I have access to that too to push that in. Looks like my caliper here is torn. But here I have access to release the brake fluid through here, release the liquid, release pressure. Then I can push that in with my C-clamp here. Then I can put my new brakes. You see those brakes, they're very thin. I can actually take them out. This is what my brakes look like. They were whistling already. So perfect time. Alright, so after we take off the brake pads, we're gonna go ahead and push in our C-clamp, the one that we're gonna push in the center. And this center piece here in the inside where my C-clamp is, see that? We gotta push it in. In order for us to push that in, we gotta release pressure from the brake line. So we gotta go ahead and release pressure from here. This is a 10 millimeter bolt. You just release it. Now I have this homemade brake fluid catcher. It just has a hole. It's just a little bottle, water bottle with some tape. And then I put this hose right there. Then I release the pressure. Now it's loose. And now as I squeeze my C-clamp, and push that in, and as it grabs, then the fluid will go ahead and move from the hose to the little bottle. So that's where I'll catch it. Then right now I am pushing in the center, and as soon as it's flushed with the caliper, then it will stop. You will feel it. It will stop. So once the inside is flushed, you see it there, it's not popping out anymore. It's flushed. Then I go ahead and tighten up that bolt so no more liquid can spill. Yeah, barely did a little bit of mess. So all that liquid would have been on the floor everywhere. So this is what it looks like once you push in this little ring here that puts pressure on the brake pads to squeeze. Once you push on the brakes, this will put pressure on the brakes, and then it'll squeeze it together on the actual disc, and that's how you stop. So make sure that's flush. Now I got space for the new brake pads. Alright guys, these are my new brake pads here, the Duralast. And then I got the old brake pads just to match up. They look the same. You always want to get the same part. And then I got this this product here, Disc Brake Quiet. This product works really good. We're gonna put this on the metal piece. This stuff is great. I never had any noise with this, so this is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do it right now. Alright guys, once we put the 12 millimeter bolt from back here on the bottom, we lock that in. This is how it looks like. So I covered the top caliper piece here, covered the brakes. Now we're gonna go to our brake fluid. Now I'm gonna go to my brake master cylinder here. And on top it'll tell you what type of brake fluid. In my case is .3. You can just open that up. There's a little line around it, max. So right now it does have brake fluid, but we're gonna bleed it. We wanna make sure that there's brake fluid in the brake master cylinder. So I'm gonna just put a little bit more just to make sure. Alright, so I went ahead and made sure that we had fluid. Now we're gonna go ahead and bleed the brakes, which means we're gonna take out the air out of the brake system, out of the brake line. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a person, they're gonna pump the brakes 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and they're gonna hold it. Then you counterclockwise and release it, then lock it back in. Then they do it again, 1, 2, 3, hold, then you release it, then you tighten it, then let it go. 1, 2, 3, hold, release it, then again. So right here is gonna be my little catcher, and we're gonna do a little sample right now. Alright, so I actually got a person in right now. They're gonna go ahead and pump the brakes 3 times and hold it. Then I have my little bottle catcher here to catch the brake fluid so it won't make a mess. So we got it right now. She pumped 1, 2, 3, hold, release. Now go for it again. All right, there we go. Go for it. One more time. 1, 2, 3, hold. All right, guys, again, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 and hold on the other side. Now go for it. 2, 3. All right, release. Go for it. 1, 2, 3. Release. Tighten. Go for it. Release. Tighten. Go for it. Release. Now tighten.